In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the pentatonic scales in your blues guitar playing to make your playing not only sound better, but actually improve your playing overall. Let's get stuck into it. Well, hi there everybody, my name is Matt Dawson. I'm the director here at Inspire Music School, where we are passionate about helping beginners learn and love the guitar. If this is the first time we've met, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're not missing out on any future videos. And today we're talking all things pentatonic scale. Now, in a previous video that I'll link down below, we actually spoke a little bit about the pentatonic scale and the importance of learning it if you want to master your blues. The pentatonic scale is used for various different things, but it's most commonly found in the world of guitar in our riffing and our soloing. Now, a lot of people tend to go, well, the lead guitar isn't really for me, I'm just a beginner, but trust me guys, this is super easy, and I guarantee you, if you follow the steps that I'm going to be showing you in this guitar lesson, you're not only going to be able to play lead guitar, but you're going to expand your knowledge of the guitar overall. If those of you out there that are learning the blues have ever wondered whether or not you'd actually be able to play lead guitar and improvise your own solos, make sure you smash that like button and let me know in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear your experiences when it comes to learning this. So let's take a look at our first pentatonic shape that we're going to use today. Okay, so to start us off, we're going to have a look at a really simple pentatonic shape in the key of E, and we're going to use our open notes mixed in with some fretted notes on the fretboard to really kind of master this and get us kind of started with the pentatonic shape. So let's have a quick close-up and let's have a look at it. Okay, so for this first shape, what I'm doing is I'm using a combination of open notes and fretted notes, and the E minor pentatonic shape is going to sound like this. Because it's an open shape, it does mean that we're not going to be able to use that same shape at different areas of the fretboard. It won't really work the same way. If I show you here, it doesn't quite have the same kind of harmonious sound, but this is just in the key of E, so we're going to be down here at this position in the first few frets of the guitar. Now, to play this, what I'm doing is I'm going open E, then I'm going to go third fret, then I'm going to go open A, then I'm going to go second fret, then I'm going to go open D, and then I'm going to go second fret again, then I'm going to go open G, then I'm going to go second fret, then I'm going to go open B, then I'm going to go third fret, so it's changed, and then I'm going to go open. And if you want, you can add an extra note at the end there at the third fret. So I'll show you again. Open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, and then open at the end. And if you want, you can add that in there, okay? So I can use this for various different, riffs and kind of soloing and different licks that we can use across our blues. As long as it's in the key of E, this will always work. So I'll show you again, really slowly. Open, third fret. Open, second fret. Open, second fret. Open, second fret, open, third fret, open. And if I start playing around with it, I can come up with some different kind of licks. And all I've done is rearrange the notes in the scale, and I've kind of got my little bluesy sound already going. As long as it's in the key of E, this will always work, okay? So if the blues isn't in the key of E, you won't really be able to use that shape. But this is a really nifty shape when it comes to playing the blues and just kind of getting started out with pentatonic scales. So it's really good for this. Okay, so you've just had a little look at a pentatonic scale that's using open notes and a few notes on our fretboard. But now let's take a look at the same scale played at a different position on the fretboard. Let's check it out. Make sure you are sticking around to the end of the video, guys, because remember, I'm going to be giving you a tip that's definitely going to make this whole learning lead guitar journey a lot easier. Okay, so now that we've had a look at the open shape, we're going to show you a different shape played at a different position. Now, we're going to take these open notes away, but don't panic, because it's still really simple. It's a simple little pattern. It's very common. This is a minor pentatonic shape again, but it's just going to be played at a different position. So let's have a look. We're still in the key of E. Let's go to a close-up and let's check it out. Now, if we want to be able to play it in a different position on the fretboard, we've got to take all these open notes away. Now, don't panic. The scale is still really simple, and I'm going up here to fret 12, okay? So if you've got an acoustic guitar, or if you've only got a few, if your guitar isn't really playable up at the higher frets, you may struggle with this, but for those of us that have got maybe a cutaway and access to the higher registers in our guitar, this will be fairly simple. So I'm up here at fret 12. Now, it's a very similar sort of shape in terms of how the pattern works. It's just the fingering is different. So what I'm doing here is I'm going first finger on 12, and then I'm going 1, 2, 3 frets higher. Okay, so I'm up here now at fret 15. So you've got fret 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm going to play that with my fourth finger. So I'm going to go 12, 15, 12, 14 with my third finger on the A string, 12, 14 with my third finger on the D string, 12, 14 with my third finger on the G, first finger on 12 again on the B string, and then I'm going to go to the fret 15 on the B string, and then I'm going to finish up with fret 12 on my high E string. And if I want to add the extra note at the top, I can just strike fret 15 on my high E string. So all together it sounds like this. Okay, and it's the same as the scale that's used down here. It's just in a higher register, okay? So you're just playing up slightly higher up the neck, okay? Now, anything that you can play down here, we can play up here at fret 12 as well. Now, this is definitely the easier out of the two. But what you can do, which is really, really nifty, is you can actually combine them together, and you're actually now not only playing down here, but you're now actually able to play up here, okay? So if I'm soloing away down here, I can now do little bits down here and move up to the top of the guitar as well. Now, in order to do this competently, you're going to need to learn the scales first really, really well. So I'd recommend really sitting down and just getting to grips with this shape here and with this shape here. Okay, so let me just go over this top shape again for you. So I'm going to go 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, and then the extra one at the top there for the 15, okay? So learn that really, really slowly, and then you can start playing around, adding bits to it, and coming out with your bluesy sort of sounds. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned a tip that I was going to give to you that's going to help you when it comes to pentatonic scales and really opening up your lead guitar playing overall. So I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's check this out and let's get stuck into it. Okay, so now that we've had a look at the E minor pentatonic shape at a different position, I'm now going to show you how we can use the same shape to influence our playing across the fretboard and how it can actually increase our ability overall. Let's check it out. Okay, so the way that we can actually kind of take this one step further again is we can use this shape up here at fret 12, and we can actually now, because this is a transposable shape, we can play this all over our fretboard. Now, please be aware, as soon as you move this away from the 12th fret, you are no longer in the key of E, so it means that you'll need to be wary about what note it is you're starting with here on the low E string. So whether it be an A or a G or a B, you know, you need to just be aware of what note it is that you're playing. But you only really need to think about the low E string, this top string here, when you're doing that. But just be aware, if you move away from fret 12, you are no longer in the key of E. So if the rest of the band, or if you're playing to a backing track that isn't in the key of E, and you start playing around up here, it's not going to sound very nice at all. Okay, but because this is transposable, I can now move this all over the fretboard. And by being able to do that, I'll notice that the spacings of the frets are actually getting further apart down here, and they get close together up here. So that means that my actual finger dexterity in my fretting hand is going to get much, much better. So if I'm in the key of A, for example, I'll be here at fret 5. Now the fret spacing is different up here at fret 5 than it is at fret 12. So at fret 5, I can take the same shape, okay, but the frets are different, so but the same shape. And hey presto, I've got the pentatonic scale in the key of A. If I wanted to go to B, I just go up here, 2 frets higher. And you can sort of hear they sound very, very similar, but they're just at different pitches. That's it, the key of G. So it's worth being able to play this at the lower frets of the fretboard, as well as the higher frets as well. It's really, really useful to be able to play this shape all over, and it's transposable. So it's sort of like one shape fits all. Well, now that you've had a look at various different pentatonic positions and a couple of different shapes, you can now use these shapes and these positions to actually really take your playing from 0 to 100 miles an hour and really create some interesting sounding solos. If you'd like some tips on scales and soloing and really mastering them, I'll put the link in the description to another video that I did that tackles that in much more detail. Well, there you have it, guys, a few easy steps to mastering pentatonics and really taking your playing to that next level. Hope you found it useful. If you have, remember, please hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section if this has helped you. And remember, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because we'd hate for you to miss out on any future videos that we post. And if you found this one useful, please make sure you are clicking some of these interesting videos that are popping up around the screen. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Have a great one.